MKE Sports and Entertainment. You could call this guy the boss. A lot of people refer to Anthony as the boss, but this guy is truly
Anthony's
the.
the boss around here.
This guy is the boss, all the way from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Dan Kuenzi, welcome.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Wanted to get together with you and talk a little bit about you and your background and how you got involved in the sports and entertainment industry. It's
Sure.
a big industry in the United States, and I'm sure it took a lot of work to get to where you are.
Yeah, absolutely. My background is actually in the newspaper industry. I worked out of college. I started in the newspaper business, worked there for about 22 years. And I was actually playing in a men's league, hardball league, with the owner of the team, Mike Zimmerman.
Okay.
And he and I got to be pretty good friends. And we were sitting around one night talking about baseball and how much fun it would be to make money playing baseball. And I quickly reminded him that he couldn't run very well and that I couldn't hit very well anymore, so our chances of that were pretty slim. But we got to talking a little bit. He said, "Well, it'd be really, really neat idea if we started up a baseball team." And I said, "I tell you what, you start up a baseball team, and I'll come and I'll run it for you. I've got some management experience, and not really running baseball or in the baseball industry, but." We soon decided that that was the venture we were going to go on, and we were going to create something around baseball. That was sort of the beginning of it. Since then, we've gotten into soccer as well. We have a professional indoor soccer team in Milwaukee that we manage. We have 3 summer collegiate baseball teams, and we're working on an independent minor league team just in the suburbs of Milwaukee right now.
That'll be great. I had worked for an independent team years ago, and it's a lot of fun because one of the things you're looking for is to be able to provide the fans a good experience. And part of a good experience, yes, all the things that happen around the ball game, between innings and things like that, and the kind of atmosphere you have is important. But there is a point where the game is important as well. And you end up, certainly in these collegiate leagues, and in the independent leagues as well, you end up with guys that are out there to prove a point. In the case of the collegiate leagues, they're out here to both improve and prove a point. And it makes for good baseball.
Yeah, absolutely. We're intrigued by the independent baseball just because of the fact we're so close to Milwaukee. We couldn't do an affiliated team within the radius of Milwaukee there. And the fact that in the independent leagues, you're able to manage things to win baseball games. As you know, the affiliated single A, double A, you're giving guys, and they're expected to play every day. Independent
Pitchers
balls
are on pitch counts.
absolutely.
And all that.
Independent balls and even summer collegiates. You're still out there to win baseball games and provide the fans a good experience. So we're excited about that. We think it's a good market for us in Milwaukee.
Well, good luck. It's always a lot of fun at the independent league games, as well as here at Jamestown. Talk a little bit about Jamestown. This is your second season here. And
Third season.
Third season. That's right.
That's
Third
right.
season. And talk about Jamestown, what you think of the area, and certainly a great facility here.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was about 4 years ago, Mike and I got a tip that they were looking to keep baseball here in Jamestown. The affiliated team was moving out and had a great ballpark and a great city. So he and I took a trip out here. We flew into Buffalo, middle of a snowstorm. We drove. It should have been an hour 15, hour and a half. It took us almost 4 hours to get down here from
Not
Buffalo.
surprising.
I think over the course of the day it might have snowed 2 feet or something by the end of the night. But we knew right away. I'm just talking to some of the folks. The mayor obviously is a huge backer of baseball in Jamestown, and quickly in talking to him and Randy Sweeney and some of the other folks in the baseball committee, that they were really passionate about it and really wanted to keep baseball here. So it was sort of a perfect fit from the beginning. We were excited, and we looked into it, and shortly thereafter started a team in the Prospect League.
Yeah, well, it's all good stuff, and it's always good to see you here in Jamestown. We don't get to see you all that often, but it's good when we do.
Yeah, I'd like to get out here more. Obviously, running the 3 baseball teams. We have 2 in Indiana as well. So I try to get around as much as I can, but unfortunately, I don't get out here enough to enjoy the product that Anthony's put on the field.
Well, once again, thanks for your time, Dan.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.